Hop up. Hop up. Good boy. Good boy. Ooh, 20 mil. Not bad. Hey, what do you reckon? Here, say good day. Hey Chase, what do you reckon? Hey? Oh, today's Sunday. We got 20 to 23 mil last night, so we've just come up, Chase and I have just come up. We're going to check some sheep because we've got a pretty dodgy looking fence going onto our boundary, and we're going to make sure they didn't get out. But yeah, got the headers all fixed up, as you can see by the time lapse I had the other day, and yeah, just cruising around today. Luckily we got some rain. Gonna have a look at a couple of crops, see how they're going. But yeah, this was absolutely just the perfect time for the rain. Well, the crops the last week started to go a little bit backwards, and they're real thick, and just to finish them off we needed this rain. It's just perfect to have gotten it. So let's have a squeeze of what we've got here. Chase is loving it as well. So first up, we'll just have a look here at this canola. Looking bloody not bad. Just finishing flowering. Probably would have flowered for longer if we got a bit of rain earlier, but oh, gee, it is looking not bad. Oh, difficult to walk into, geez. But yeah, let's just, not going to be able to walk out there, I don't think, because it's pretty thick, but as you can see here, a little bit of frost damage we got a couple of heavy frost, -4, -5, and just in the early stages of flowering. And yeah, where those top pods would be have just been frosted, but that's not to worry, because as you can see, there's plenty of pods there. So this is a hybrid canola. I think it's like Y2392 or something. It's some weird numbered system. Yeah, so this is Pioneer seed, thanks to them. Yeah, Pioneer hybrid. Grows really well in very marginal conditions. So it'll once you get it through to that, if you get it through to that 6-leaf stage early in the piece, it'll cop a flogging and it'll still produce some canola, whereas a lot of other varieties will just peel over and die, or produce nothing. And then when you get a bit of a cracker of a year like this, sort of 1 in 10, 1 in 20, it'll really produce some good yields. So it costs a mint to buy seed for it, very expensive, but since we've been growing it the last 4 or 5 years, it has really we've seen the benefits of that. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Luckily enough, I knocked a couple out there, but she's full of seeds, so that's always a good sign. We're looking at some Yarran oats with a heap of barley in it for some reason. Barley, all self-sown, I assume. Don't think it came out of our seed. But importantly to note, you can see how dry, it's starting to fall over because of the heavy winds and rain that we had yesterday. But look at all these leaves down here. That's all just from being got too dry there the last couple of weeks, and it started to keel off a lot. Started to burn off, or whatever you want to call it. But hopefully, well, this will definitely pick up, and we lost a little bit of yield there just because of that. But that dry spell that we had last 3 weeks, it was pretty dry and hot, and not a great deal of rain. But now that we've had this, it'll pick up a lot what's there and finish it off nicely. So yep, that's all I've got to say about that, really. We're going to cut some for hay next week. So usually they say cut hay when it's milky dough. So if you want to know whether it's ready or not, if you want to cut some hay and you want to know if it's ready or not, you get the seed out of the husk and then you just squeeze it, and you see that milky dough sort of colour it has to the seed when you squish it. That's when you sort of know it's just about ready. If there's a lot of seeds there like that and it's green, it's not too, then you'll cut it. So that's when we're going to cut next week, hey? So you'll see the windrow going, or the mower going. So yeah, get keen for that. Well, this is why we came here. There's some sheep over there, and that's not our place, so gonna have to get them around. Won't be too hard. There's, I think, 2 gates right there, so just push them out. What do you reckon, Chase? You better ready to have a crack or what? All sheep accounted for. And here we have some Suntop wheat. It was looking absolutely fantastic, has been all year. So you can expect big things from this crop. And that 20 mil is going to get it through just nice. So depends how these heads fill up, I guess. But they look pretty good at the moment. This is wheat also, but this is a different variety, a newer one called Scepter. This is the first year we've grown Scepter. We grew a little bit of seed last year, I think, but commercially a lot of Scepter being put in for us this year. And the heads on it are massive, or bigger than the Suntop, which is an older variety. Well, they look, it's a showy wheat, but as you can see, big thick heads. Finger, pretty, yeah. And the dog loves it as well. We won't really know until we put the header in it, but this paddock is known to be less or more nitrogen deficient than Happy Valley 2, which is where the Suntop is over there, back up there, Scepter here. But yeah. And here we have some barley already starting to fall over like that. That's what happens, but it's pretty high this year. But yeah, bloody thick as. Spartacus barley, grows well. And yeah, plenty of grain gonna come off this one. Let's hope it goes malt, eh? Anyway, those are the main varieties, main crops we grow. Oats, wheat, or wheat is the main one, and barley. And then canola, when it's a wet year, if we've got plenty of subsoil moisture, we'll put that in. Oats, we usually grow oats every year just because it does quite well in the dry climates, and we need to feed our sheep and make hay and things as well. We've got lupins as well, but I won't show you those. A couple of varieties of lupins, but they're a long way away, so I won't make it over to the other place. And yeah, I think that's about it. We've grown peas, we've grown lentils. Both of those years we grew those, they failed. We've got a little bit of vetch in as well, for the vetch hay and things. So yeah, that's basically it. How about, mate, you're not running all the way home?